All right. Right, what are we doing? Oh. Right, hello. Good evening. Right, we're doing a flight. We're taking the England team from Atlanta to Mexico City so they can acclimatize to Mexico City. We're in Delta. We're in the 737-800. It is a special charter for the England team, hence the football music. Hopefully it's not their last game. All right. Let me just check something. Hold on a sec. That one. 2 seconds. There we go. Hold on. Come on. Okay. All right. We are good. What game is this? This is Microsoft Flight Sim. All right. Right, let's have a look. We did have ATC on at Atlanta, but unfortunately they are gone. So yeah, we're going to be taking off from Atlanta and heading down to Mexico City. All right. So let's have a look at the routes. So let me just bring in the route. Hold on a second. There we are. Lovely. So there's our route. Is the top part a mod? Yeah, it's a mod that I've developed. Hold on a second. So there's our flight plan. Let me get rid of all that. There's our flight plan. We're leaving on there on the Pounce 2. Pounce 2. That one there. So insert that. And then we are arriving on Engage 3 Alpha. Engage 3 Alpha. And what is it? 5 right. There. Okay. Insert approach. So there's our approach into Mexico City. Xbox is the top part a mod. Yeah, so the top part you're seeing there is a product called StreamFlight. It is a software that I've developed for the flight sim community. There you go. And it's available on flightsim.to. There you go. You can download it. And it basically is a software that gives you telemetry for your flight sim streams. All the information, you can configure it how you want. If you can do a custom one yourself. Otherwise, there are 5 default overlays included in the sim. Yeah. Okay. Let's jump into the cockpit, shall we? So who's here? Captain 4 Kilo November. Hello, Viper Strike. Hello. How are you? Right. So we have auto ATC. That's fine. Let's power up that. Power that up. And we can switch on ground power. There we go. And hold on 1 second. There we go. All right. Let's turn this down a bit. First start of the stream, right? Okay, so there we go. We've got ground power on. We can put on our nav. There we are. Okay, and let's bring in our electronic flight bag. And we have Atlanta, Mexico City. Okay, let's get GSX up and running. And request boarding. There we go.
Requested.
All right. Use Jetway. And it's Delta Airlines. There we go. Okay, traffic, weather, traffic, terrain. Let's go down the bottom here and enter the IRS. So position in it, we're at Atlanta, KATL. And we're at Echo 10, I think. Hold on. Can I see the gate number anywhere? Echo 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board.
There we are. All right.
Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free, and loose items of clothing. If you are seated in an emergency exit row or a front row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an overhead locker. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining
Echo 10.
Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
And there we go. All right. Let's do that. Let's do that. And let's do this again.
Passengers boarding starting.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Delta Sky Team and our global partners, welcome on board your Delta flight. As you're making your way to your seat, we kindly ask that you please step into your row and out of the aisle as quickly as possible to allow those passengers behind you to make their way to their seat.
Okay, done.
If you're traveling with a large
Flight plan request. There we go. Set fuel, set payload, and select the routes.
So if the bin directly above your seat is already full, please go ahead and utilize the next available space.
Howling Crazy, hello. Yeah, I just felt like doing another one. Do you use a physical sim like a yoke and a stick? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I use a joystick, rudder pedals, and a throttle.
Your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once we close our boarding door, you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. Please also note that if you will be working on a laptop computer or enjoying any other larger electronic device,
Okay, there we go. We can load.
either in a bag under
We're taking off from
or in
8
overhead.
right today.
Please do not stow these items in the seat pocket in front of you. Place them directly on the floor or hold them on your lap during taxi, takeoff, and landing. This is not just a Delta policy, but an FAA regulation for your safety.
Okay, 8 right, was it? Yeah, 8 right. So 8 right. There we go, and we can activate that and execute. There we go. So they're boarding passengers, 172 passengers. What's going on here? Why is it not? Did I already do it? Oh, I did. Yeah, okay. Departing on 8 right. Pounce on there, Georgia. Pounce 2, there we go, execute, and our arrival into Mexico City is on 5 right. Engage 3 alpha. Transition. Interesting. Mex. Why is it Mex? That is interesting. UK10. Why don't I have UK10? Ah, sorry, I know why. My bad. ILS Zulu 5 right. There we go. There we go. And there we are. Okay. Legs. Let's go and have a look. So it is 7,300 and so 7,350 is what I need. Surely it's too high for England to play in. I mean, they're going to have to really get used to that altitude, hey? I'm sure the Mexicans are quite used to it. Here we are. We are cruising at 36,000 feet. There we go. All right. We can go and put the belts on. There we are. All right, let's carry on. So that's all good. Legs are good. So we go route performance in it. 36,000 feet. So 360. And our top of climb wind is 33117. 33117. Cost index is 12. And our reserve fuel is 1.1. 1.2 actually. 1.2. There we go. 0 fuel weight. 61.4. We're good. We can execute that. And let's go and do our performance from here. We're leaving on 8 right. Import weather. Sorry. 30.14. So we're takeoff 0. Select temp 47. Flaps 5. CG. Wind is 0, really. And 0 on there as well. I am live weather, aren't I? Yeah, okay. Winds are calm. Okay, that's all good. Let's have a look. 48, 50, 53. 48, 50, 53. There we go. Trim is 6.1. Let's have a look. 6.1. Wow. Something's going right. 6.1. I use well, I mean, I've got views all set up, so it doesn't really bother me that much. I'm so used to it. The QNH is 3014. There we go. Lovely. All right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Delta Sky Team and our global partners, welcome on board your Delta flight.
And we can now bring in our winds.
Could you please step into your row and out of the aisle as quickly as possible?
Exactly. Yeah. It's all about the flow, right? What you're used to. 32 passengers left aboard.
Place it in the overhead bins, either wheels or handles first on either side of the aircraft. Keeping in mind that the overhead bin space is shared space, so if the bin directly above your seat is already full, please go ahead and utilize.
And what was my 2557 is my sport.
Second item with you, such as a briefcase, tote bag, laptop bag, backpack. You can go ahead and utilize that space under this seat in front of you. So that we can utilize that overhead bin space for your larger bags without having to check them plain sight to your final destination. Feel free to utilize your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once we close our boarding door, you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service.
119.100.
You will be working on a laptop computer or enjoying any other larger electronic devices. They must be stowed either in a bag under the seat in front of you or in the overhead bins. Please do not stow these items in the seat pocket in front of you. Place them directly on the floor or hold them on your lap during taxi, takeoff, and landing. This is not just a Delta policy, but an FAA regulation for your safety.
Okay, so that's all good. I'll go flight directors on 150. Auto throttle, VNAV, LNAV, 36,000 feet. Boarding is done.
At this time, the boarding door has been closed for departure. All overhead bins must be closed and all passengers seated in order for us to move the aircraft. We appreciate that. Couple reminders, anytime the fasten seatbelt sign is on today, please remain seated. That's for your safety and our fellow passengers and crew members. The captain has asked your flight crew to remain seated until he lets us know it's safe for us to begin our service and be up in the aisle. So please remain seated as we climb out of today. Also, the use of cellular networks is not permitted.
All right, we are good.
Or phone calls on our flight today. Free text messaging is available after we reach 10,000 feet. I'll make an announcement at that time.
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check on all calls.
Look at the transition level. Ah, Mexico. Okay, climb. And we are good. We're ready to get out of here, shall we? Okay. Let's pop on the old APU. There we are. Anti-collision on. So we're going to go nose to the left. I'm glad I had ATC on your arrival after a 15-hour long haul. Yeah, I bet. I hope Mexico is still on when we get there. Okay, APU's coming up. There we go. Let's go over to APU. There we are. Parking brake can go on. And let's get rid of ground connections. There we are. Release the ground and remove the chocks. There we go. All right, let's just keep an eye on our doors. And let's go and pushback. All clear for pushback. We're good. Prepare for pushback and departure.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Okay, so here we go.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Here it comes. So we're going to taxi to runway 8 right via... Oh, I don't know via what. Hold on. Via Echo. Okay, so nose to the left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Release brakes. Here we go.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right, let's go. Your damper, fuel, window heat, hydraulic pumps, APU bleed, and engine 2. Right, let's introduce fuel.
At this time, in just a few moments, we'll be showing you the safety video. Once the video has concluded, we'll be in the aisles to answer any questions you have before we're seated for taxi.
Parking brake set.
Again, thank you for choosing Delta today. My name is Susan. I'm your purser for today's flight, along with Charles in the economy cabin. We do welcome you aboard.
Okay, and engine 1.
Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta. The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority and a shared responsibility of everyone on board. So before we depart, please pay attention to this important message. Stow all carry-on items in an overhead bin and place smaller items completely under the seat in front of you. Larger electronic devices must be placed in a bag. Handheld portable electronic devices, including mobile phones, should also be secured. Keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear.
If you lose an electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for help. As we leave the gate, fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the
Okay,
buckle
we're
and
good.
pressing the strap
Continuous,
below
continuous.
and attach your
Gen
lap.
1,
Please lift the top of
Gen
the buckle.
2.
Stay seated with your seatbelt.
APU bleed off. We can go to auto and auto.
In case of sudden rough air. In the event of rough air, the crew might also need to buckle up for safety. We appreciate your understanding.
Can you land
Interrupted.
at my home airport in New Jersey? Yeah, one day we can do
All
that.
crew members' instructions, along with the posted placards and lighted information signs throughout the cabin.
Okay, and APU can go off.
Use of e-cigarettes or any smokeless product, including
TR1,
tobacco,
Gen 1.
not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying.
Is there a scenery for New
In the
Jersey?
event of an evacuation, leave all bags behind.
Don't know, huh?
Baggage will slow the evacuation. All exits are clearly marked.
Okay, RTO, flaps 5.
Locate the nearest exits and remember, they might be behind you. If we lose power, lights will illuminate the aisle to guide you to an exit.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks will drop from panels above your seat and inside the lavatories. Reach up and pull the mask. or
Atlanta
secure it
traffic,
down.
Delta 585, taxiing runway 08 right via Echo.
Over your nose and mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your head.
Okay, let's go.
Adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing. So don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping.
But just in case, life vests are in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached to each vest. For children under 35 pounds, place the vest around their waist and secure the strap between the legs. See your safety card for more information. Additional life vests for in-lap children are in marked compartments at the front and rear of the plane. We'll distribute these vests if necessary.
Before takeoff, bring your seat to its upright position and stow your tray table and footrest. Be sure you fasten.
Look at those clouds.
Finally, Take a moment to review the safety information card in your seat pocket.
As we finish our safety check, please let us know if you have any questions.
As we get ready for takeoff, please settle in. And from all of our crew, thank you for flying with Delta.
Here we go. Actimel, hello. Delivering the England team to the next match. Oh, nice. Congratulations. Right, we'll take off from here. It's Atlanta. It's not a small airport. All right. Let's just check. Nothing is coming in. Can we check that? Okay. And we're getting out of here. So let's go. Landing lights on. They can go off.
Folks,
That's
from
all
the
good.
cockpit, looks like we're number one for takeoff. Flight attendants, please prepare for departure.
Okay. Let's go. Atlanta traffic, Delta 585, lining up runway 08 right.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Yep. Mike, X-ray, Mexico City. Okay. Lining up. And we can do a roll takeoff. Nice roll takeoff. There we go. N1. Here we go. Toga.
Airspeed alive.
Check.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate. Beautiful. Pulse rate, gear up. Oh, awesome. There we are, flying the manually a little bit now. Je vole en slipper. Hello. There we go. Lovely. You think the best aircraft to hand fly out of the airliners is, I tell you what, the iFly 737 MAX is very nice to hand fly. It does feel very, very good. Okay, flaps up. RTO. Lock the gear. $5,000 feet. There's Atlanta downtown. Look at those clouds. There we are, coming up to 10,000 feet. Okay.
Altitude. We'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you and a welcome back to our SkyMile members and Million Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening.
And bring in our center tanks as well. There we go.
We've now reached an altitude where it's safe to use approved electronic devices. And a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies. Beer, wine, and spirits are available, complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items, can be found in the menus in your seat pocket. Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks. However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card to save 50% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can view us. You will find that the screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours, complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
Here we go. Announcements out of the way. Coincidence. I am flying that right now. Adelaide to Brisbane. What? The A300, are you? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Isn't the A300 where Boeing and Airbus had a baby? The A300's got a yoke, right? Okay, coming up to transition level. So Mexico is 19,500 feet transition. I did not realize. Maybe they just changed it in defiance. There we go, coming up to 18,000. So there is our transition altitude. Okay. And we are good. So we're climbing up to 30...
The story ends.
36,000 feet.
And believe whatever you want to believe.
There we are, coming up 22,000 feet. Wheelchair Gamer, hello. How are you? On our way to Mexico City, we've got the Three Lions, the English football team in the back. Taking them from Atlanta to Mexico City for preparations for their next game. I didn't realize how high 7,300 foot is the landing altitude. Keeping cool with the heat waves in the USA. Oh, well, we got them in the UK as well. Iowa Scotsman, hello. I think Kelly Rowland is a far better, I mean, the better one out of all of Destiny's Child. I think Kelly Rowland. I mean, compared to Beyonce and all of that, out of the three, so we know Kelly Rowland, we know Beyonce, no one knows the name of the third one. Yeah, I think Kelly Rowland has far more talent. What was the third? What's the name of the third Destiny's Child? No one knows the third member. What was the name? Ah, Michelle Williams, yeah. Michelle Williams. Never heard of her, I can't remember. Really? Where are we going today? It was. Oh dear! I'm just showing you all the different messages you could possibly have. Mexico City, Dick Bommel. Hello, sir. How are you? How are you? Thank you. Thank you, Dicker Bommel. Thank you. You can also go at 30,000 feet. We are heading to 36,000 feet. Are any of these guys still alive? So there's our top of climb marker right there, 28 nautical miles away. Beautiful, look at it. Invite Harry Kane into the cockpit. But You know what? It's about time he pulled his finger out. It's about time he pulled his finger out. I was really slagging him off. I mean, I was just... In the first half, I was saying, why is he there? Why is he there? Must have heard me. All right. Nice bit of you too. There we are, 36,000 foot coming up. The U-2 is a military reconnaissance aircraft. Yeah, Tottenham. All right, 36,000 foot. We're in cruise. We're on our way to Mexico City. Beautiful. Look at that. Syncing our heading. So we are right here. And we're going to be heading towards New Orleans and then out into the Gulf of Mexico. Yes, I said it. Gulf of Mexico. And we do have a bit of weather over New Orleans, I think. Yeah, we got a bit of weather. I do like this. Oh, I like it a lot. Yeah. I can understand some of it. So the theme of our playlist today is all sort of football songs. So we got a bit of weather over New Orleans. New Orleans in the distance there. GCV, and then the next one is New Orleans. I don't remember where the last time I came into Mexico City. I've done Mexico City in real life, but I don't remember the sim. It was a long time ago. Right, I don't like this one. I don't like this one. Boom. Here we go. Proper Brazilian, right? So yeah. Right, I'm just going to get myself a drink. I need a drink. I'll be right back. All right, 2 seconds. So there we are, getting close to New Orleans, and then we'll enter the Gulf and then cross the Gulf into Mexico. There's New Orleans under that cloud there. Oh, who remembers this? This was massive. So there's New Orleans. Oh, what's that? Houston Center. All right, Houston Center. Houston Center, Delta 58 5 at flight level 360. Good afternoon. One 132-775. 132.
American 3013, flight level 410 in about seconds.
American 3013, Houston Center, hello, ready to contact 40 South Lake Charles, you are welcome.
Sorry.
Houston Center, great to see you, American 3281, flight level 370.
American 3281, Houston Center, hello, ready to contact 59 Northwest Junction, Vortex, welcome.
Houston Center, Delta 585. Sorry, I had my volume down. Flight level 360.
So 585, Houston, hello.
Good, good.
Houston, hello, American 1425, 360. American 1425, Houston Center, hello, ready to contact over to Leeville, Vortex, welcome.
Right, so we've got Houston all the way. Oh, Mexico's gone offline. Mexico's gone offline. Is Mexico CTAF? Kirkinski, hello, good evening. How are you? Is Mexico City CTAF or not? Probably not. How you doing, Kirkinski?
You want to have a reroute in Houston, advise ready, copy.
Step by 1, American 3281.
I am well. I am well, thank you. On our way to Mexico City, we're just about to pass over the top of New Orleans. We're in Houston Center at the moment. And yeah, down there is New Orleans, taking the England football team from Atlanta to Mexico.
Center, American 3281, quick copy, reroute.
American 3281, you cleared at Houston Intercontinental Airport via direct to Diesel intersection.
No
Delta
CTAF,
India,
okay.
Echo Sierra Lima to join the Driller 5 arrival.
Alright, going to be direct to the Diesel intersection, the Driller 5 arrival into Houston for American 3281.
American 3281, readback correct to enable proceed direct Driller. Correction direct.
Alright, direct to Driller for American 3281.
I misspoke, direct to Diesel.
Alright, direct to Diesel, American 3281.
'65 Yankee, hello. I thought I'd do another flight. I felt like doing another flight, this time taking the England football team down to Mexico City. I don't know how they're going to cope with an altitude of 7,000 plus foot. Why can't they play all football at sea level? Denver. Okay, we are in Houston. So we're in Houston Center at the moment. What is 3281? 3281. There we go. There we go, New Orleans.
Center Pacific 2089 checking in with you, sir. Coming in from the east at 36,000 feet.
Pacific 2089, Houston Center, hello. Radar contact 102 to the east of Leeville, board pack welcome.
Pacific 2089, thank you, sir.
Look at the clouds. They do look nice. So there we are. Right there, passing over the top of New Orleans, and then we are down into Mexico. And we're on 5 right.
Center, lower to contact 10 miles south of the Coley intersection 1. Type 281, descend via the Driller 5, arrival, the Unicon altimeter is 3003.
Alright, descend via the Driller 5, arrival, American 3281.
So there's the Gulf of Mexico. Texas is over there. Not much traffic in Houston. Houston Center, not much traffic at all. We just got Jacksonville Center.
Houston Center, Pacific 2089 with request, sir.
Pacific 2089, who's there, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to step away from the deck for about 8 to 10 minutes, and I'll be report back on frequency, sir.
Do report back.
Roger that, thank you.
Pacific, which one is that? Oh, there he is. What is that? This is real proper Mexican, eh?
information, Charlie Specie, now valid for Houston Intercontinental Airport, the wind 11016, gust 20, Pender 3004, landing and departing runway, correction, landing runway 8 left, 8 right, 9er, departing runway 15 left, 15 right. American 3281, information, Charlie Specie is now out for intercon, they just flipped the runway. So flight reroute again, advisor ready to copy.
What am I looking for?
3281 information, Charlie Specie is now in for intercon, they switched the runways again, advise when ready to copy for short reroute.
Alright, clear the copy reroute for American 3281.
3281, yeah, they're switching runways like every 5 seconds over there in real life. So now landing 8 left, 8 right, so we can switch back to the Toro, included in Houston Intercontinental Airport via the Toro 3 arrival.
Okay, reroute is copied for 8 left, 8 right into Houston for the Toro 3 arrival for American 3281.
Hold on.
Alright, there's Jetty, when you read back correct, when able, I guess you can proceed direct Chile intersection. That's Charlie Hotel Lima Lima Yankee and descend via the Toro 3 arrival.
Alright, direct Chile and then to send me the Toro 3 arrival for for American 3281.
Houston Center Pacific 2089, back on the deck, sir.
Bye-bye.
Houston Center, American 3013, request permission for 3 to 4 minutes out of speed.
American 3013, right, report back.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. So we're over the Gulf of Mexico and heading towards Mexico. What are we on? There we are. Right there. So right down there. And then in, what does our approach look like? So we're going to be 8,900 is the fix. Right there. Wow.
So 1609 East Center, how do you hear me?
I hear you 505 now. Probably some audio issues.
16.
All right, Captain.
They did an update.
I will see you soon. Thank you for popping in.
Simulate transceivers in real life. You're in, technically, that's Houston airspace, but you're several hundred miles from the transceiver, so you can't actually hear anything, so I have to kind of shimmy it around, but I'll let the upper staff know that you can't hear anything from that corner. But let's see, Q is offline, Havana is offline, radio source terminated for exchange for good day.
Thank you for letting me know I was a bit confused, but it's good to know, and we continue to improve. Have a good one.
American 1971, we are here through flight level 350 for 370. American 1971, Houston Center, squawk 7476, ident. 7476, and ident, you have American 1971. American 1425 is going to be the Willie 7 arrival, the Austin L703-003.
Send on the Willie 7 arrival, 3003 on the QNH, American 1425.
Clark Bar, hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. On our way to Mexico City. And, yeah. We took off from Atlanta and we are heading there to Mexico City with the England team on the back, in the back, getting them ready for their next match. Hope it's not the last match.
American 1971, you got us? American 1971, ready to contact 20 miles north of my intersection. Welcome. American 1971 Houston, I'm just trying out some different things. Can you hear this frequency? American 1971 Houston Center.
Oh, it's very far away. 1971 is very far away. It's right on the edge of the Houston Center. It's a very big center, but doesn't seem to have the range.
If it helps, you are loud and clear with me from Aircraft Uniform.
But yeah, I'm just trying to test it out all the way in the Gulf. The update's good and all, I'm all for realism, but when you can't hear someone inside exactly where you should do, that needs to be addressed. Yeah, it's kind of a problem. Let's see, that was 1971, is that correct? 1971, I can't hear you, yeah. Okay, yeah, I just turned on something. Let me turn it off and test it, and if you can't hear it, I'll be right back. What's up? Uno momento.
So he's trying to contact this guy here.
Houston Center, how do you hear this frequency now?
Houston Center, American 3013, back to cockpit. Thanks so much.
Break up 3013, Houston Center, take next look back. Connect Jacksonville Center, 135.9 or 2.
135.925, American 3013, thanks so much. Bye.
Break it 1971, I'm assuming you couldn't hear that, so I'll just pass that along to facility engineers at this architect. 1971, I've heard the handoff with 3013, but other than that, no. Thank you.
So we've got 570 nautical miles, top of descent, 650 nautical miles to the airport as the crow flies. So about 1 hour and 20 minutes to go. And I do not remember the last time I flew into Mexico City, so I have no idea what to expect. Ian, hello. How you doing? Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Who's here? So, you finished your landing, did you? Brisbane? You was off to Brisbane, were you not? I'll tell you what though, Australia, flying in Australia is not bad. It's quite nice. Quite nice.
Expect ILS 8 right, American 3281.
Is there ATC in Australia? Usually it's quite well covered. No ATC today. But yeah, our morning, they're quite, they got some good coverage. I'm over the Gulf of Mexico at the moment. We're in Houston. We've got Houston ATC on. Houston Center. That's where That's where I am. Right there. So right there. In the Gulf of Mexico. I did not realize Mexico City is quite high. I don't know if the our England team will be able to handle the altitude. I mean, I remember I went to Sana'a in Yemen, which is also very high up in altitude, and I play a lot of squash, okay? And I played squash in Yemen at that altitude. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It was so tough to play squash. I mean, I felt the altitude. And even when I went to Bolivia La Paz. And I almost fainted in the immigration line. I almost fainted in the immigration line because it was so the altitude just got me. They gave me this drink, a mix of coca leaves, like coca leaves and like infused tea. So I drank that with some oxygen, and yeah, it was. Yeah, I was full of energy after that.
All right, clear ILS 1, runway 8 right approach at Toro for American 3281. Mike 1425, expect vectors visual for 18 right. State visual 18 right, American 1425.
Dickabomel, hello. All right. 470 nautical miles. This is the boring part. The bit in between the landing, the takeoff and the landing. Way Crush, hello. Thank you for the follow, mate. Thank you very much. Came with the Ian Fisher raid. Oh, nice. Yep, we are on our way to Mexico, taking the England team to hopefully not their last match. Although it is a very high altitude in Mexico City. So that can be a problem. Yeah, we did. We got very lucky. Very, very lucky. I just think, you know, Congo ran out of steam. But the Congo goalie is very, very good. I don't know if our luck can carry us much further, you know. I think we need to start playing with a little bit of skill. I don't think we're not a gelled unit yet, you know. We need to be a unit. And yeah, let's see what happens with Mexico. You know, Mexico City or Mexico, they're used to that altitude. We are not. You know, they can run out, they can get tired very, very quickly. So hopefully they got enough days to acclimatize to that. I don't know how they deal with it, but I'm sure the hydration breaks are going to be oxygen breaks as well. I mean, how high is La Paz? Let me see. How high is La Paz? Because I've been to La Paz in Bolivia. And so that is 3,650 meters. Hey, I got this made in Dubai. I got it made in Dubai on the beach. So La Paz, where I've been to in real life, is 3,650 meters. Mexico City is 2,300 meters. And I know La Paz was giving me problems, and I was doing nothing strenuous. I was just standing in a queue. Oh yeah, we landed. I was in the immigration queue and I started feeling wheezy. And they have these guys standing alongside the immigration queue. With
31, leave my bridge, Miami Center is closed. Freighter says terminated for exchange bridge. Jacksonville will get you shortly.
Thank you for exchange bridge, American 1971. Bye-bye.
Yeah, so they have these people standing again near the immigration queue with oxygen bottles, and they're just watching the immigration queue. And as soon as they see someone swaying, they run up to them and give them oxygen. So they are very well aware that travelers coming to La Paz are not used to the altitude.
Good afternoon, United 551 at Charlie 37 with echo request.
And then I went to my meeting. I had a meeting with a telecom company there.
Hey, 551.
And I was giving my presentation.
On Romeo Bravo, approved face west. Expect 15 left.
I was going there giving my presentation.
Romeo Bravo, approved face west. We'll expect 15 left, United 551.
Alright, 3281, welcome to Unicon, way parking.
Yeah.
Can we go ahead and get, let's see, step by one.
Well, everyone in Houston Center is very needy.
Charlie 40, please.
But north or south side of Charlie Terminal?
South Charlie, please.
3281, roger. Text parking, November Alpha, Sierra Foxtrot, Romeo Bravo, good day.
Alright, clear to the south terminal via November Alpha, Sierra Foxtrot, Romeo Bravo for American 3281. Thank you, Houston. Always great to see you. I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, so I went to the company to give have a meeting. I was doing the presentation and I was really struggling. And I became very woozy and this and that. So they gave me a drink which is infused. It was like a tea, but made of cocoa leaves. And it's like an amphetamine. And they said, okay, hold on a second, drink this. So they gave me this drink and I drank it. And after that, man, I was bouncing off the ceiling, man. I had so much energy. And they said, yeah, it's not cocaine. It's not cocaine. Coca leaves? I don't know if it's cocaine. I don't think it is. Yeah, but, yeah, coca. And I drank that tea and, yeah, I was fine after that. I was fine. And I was there for like, maybe 5 or 7 days in La Paz, and I didn't get used to it. I did not get used to the altitude. So I do wonder how the England team's going to deal with it. They probably make cocaine with it, but it wasn't cocaine. That'd be haram. Haram. I can't have cocaine. But no, I mean, I definitely felt it. I was out of breath, you know, all the time. And it was, yeah. But
Houston Center, United 753 at Charlie 36 with information echo requesting push and start.
United 753, Houston Center, push approved, do not...
but hold on. 1 second, 1 second. Give me 2 minutes. 2 seconds.
United 753.
Houston Center, this is American 3281. We're going to be doing a quick turnaround to Miami. Are you still going to be on?
Maybe. Depends.
Yeah, right that.
I thought someone had fallen down the stairs. I thought I heard someone fall down the stairs. It was just my youngest running down the stairs. I thought my wife had maybe have taken a tumble. Yeah, but Bolivia, La Paz, is a great place to visit.
Houston, American 4025. I haven't missed anything from you. Like, sorry, didn't realise my radio had switched over to another frequency. 4025. Say again one more time, sorry. So I just realised my radio had switched over to another frequency. I hadn't moved anything from you, have I? It looks like you're sending via the rattle, so you should be doing what you're doing. I'll give you a tuner shortly. Lovely, thanks. Sorry about that. No worries.
Right, we've got one fuel tank. There we go. Center tank.
551 running 15 left, taxi rear Romeo Bravo Whiskey Bravo Whiskey Whiskey.
Only 15 left, Romeo Bravo Whiskey Whiskey, United 551.
There we go. But yeah, Bolivia. I mean, I've done all of Central and South America in real life because of the work I do. But yeah, Bolivia is such a great place to visit. Guatemala is a really happening place. El Salvador. I was very, very surprised about El Salvador. Very, very nice. I didn't see a single face tattoo in El Salvador. That's what when I went to El Salvador, I was literally looking out for face tattoos. Didn't see one. They must all be in prison.
Houston, good afternoon. Clutch Shuttle Whiskey Foxtrot on the ground at Gulfport. Request IFR to Key West. Clutch 11 Whiskey Foxtrot Houston Center liquidity Key West Airport. The director is direct Finland at filed. Climbing to 8000. Departure with me. Squawk 674.
I mean, I went to Honduras and I had no idea, but Honduras apparently is like...
Clearance filed to Key West. Radar vectors Redfin 8000 initially squawk 6746 and frequency.
So Honduras is like the murder capital of Central America. I had no idea, and I would walk in everywhere. And I came back to the hotel and the guy looked at me and said, "Dude, you're not supposed to be walking around." I said, "No, I was going around going, all right, hello, salaam alaikum, salaam alaikum." You know, and everyone thought I was a complete nutter.
Target 1425, just center maintain 3000, turn left heading 270, vectors visual approach. And 3000, left turn 270, American 1425.
Places like that, I have this thing in my head. If you're walking out in a rough neighborhood, either they think you're extremely connected and you have no fear, or you have a mental health issue. Yeah? So they just leave you alone.
1425, keep that left turn coming, heading 240 on the raw field tip at your, call it 11 at 10 o'clock, 10 miles, report inside.
Same in South Africa. In South Africa, in Johannesburg, you know, you walk around Johannesburg, you just got to hold your own. You got to hold your own, you know.
Clear visual 18, right, American.
Head on a swivel, stay sharp. You know, London's no different. This is a proper football song, eh? He's got to be handing me off to 122.8 in a minute. Unless he did.
Flight 1425, running 18 right, clear to land. Clear on 18 right, 1425.
United 753, ready for taxi.
United 753, running 1 left taxi via Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey.
Taxi to 15 left via Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey, United 753. 551 RNAV tabs, running 15 left, clear for takeoff. RNAV tabs,
What just happened?
Center closing 5 minutes.
Did Nomad Aviator just win the lottery?
2089 descend via Corvo 3 arrival.
Seriously, did you just win the lottery?
3003, understand, and descend for the Cuervo 3 Pacific 2089. Thank you, sir.
Wow, 5 gifted subs. Nomad Aviator.
And Pacific 2089 is pretty much set up for 1-3.
To Nate Wolf, Jean Volant Slip, Iowa Scotsman, Mrs. TPHI, Mad Noob. Wow. Wow. Long overdue. Yeah, I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing. But thank you so much, brother. Houston Center, Delta 585. Can I go over to Unicom now?
So the 585 is just leaving airspace now. Main center is closed, ready to terminate. Change to right speed through. Good day.
122.8 Delta 585. Thank you, sir, and you have a great day.
Later, Gadget.
Who was that? Who was that? Who else is in Houston?
And Houston Flight Jet, 11 Whiskey Foxtrot number 1, runway 14, call for radio.
Someone just said later gadget.
Whiskey Foxtrot, departure flight, we're landing, runway 14, clear to takeoff.
Runway 14, clear to go, 11 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Who is that?
American 1425.
There's Pebble there.
Stand free too.
There's Pebble. Who else is there around here? Interesting.
1425, looking out, send left turn.
All right, let's go. 122.8. Hello, Nate. How you doing? Unlock random emote. What is that? So we're on our way to Mexico City, dropping off the England team. Probably, maybe, hope not. It's their last match. Hope not. But it's a lot higher than London. It's a lot higher than London. It's like 2,300 meters. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't good, was it? It wasn't good. Same goes for Belgium as well. Yeah, I could take them home. Is there a direct flight Mexico City to London Heathrow? Actually, we should probably land in Northolt so they don't get booed at London Heathrow. I mean, I think the Mexico team, they're very used to... No, Belgium was brilliant. Belgium was brilliant. Oh, apparently I've got this little emote. I don't know what that is. Some fish with a heart. So that's like, one sub a year from Nomad Aviator. I mean, Nomad Aviator himself isn't even subbed. Hey, he gave 5 gifted subs, forgot himself. So no one else will get ads, and Nomad Aviator will get ads just at the crucial moment. Isn't it the same as US? Batman. Now this is a guy who was right there in the beginning of my journey, man. Batman, salaam alaikum, shukriya bot bot. Batman. Who remembers Batman? I mean, he's been on this in this community for years. How you doing, Batman? I hope you're well. 7 months. Wow. And everyone, I think most people in chat know Batman from the beginning as well. How you doing, Batman? You're doing good. Bit busy with work. What do you do? Are you still doing the electronics thing? Ah, nice. That's a really good skill, the electronics thing. That's nice. That's very good. You should stream some of your repairs, you know? Do you stream any of those repairs? Like the whole fault finding process up to the repair? Because I do watch a few of those. I watch this guy in the US. He's an Arab US guy. North something electronics. And then this English guy. Yeah, Northridge. Yeah, Northridge. That's it. Yeah, I do like his stuff. I mean, he's no bullshit, right? He's straight to the point. Very, very good content. I enjoy his content. And then I like the Iranian American guy who does electronic experiments. What's his name? I forget. Where he, like, you know, puts AC voltage into stuff and then wonders why it blows up. Yeah, he's always trying to sell stuff, that's for sure. Yeah, he does yeah, GPU stuff. And this guy is also very good. I'll send you that link. I like him. He's very, very good. Simple stuff. But go check this guy out. I do enjoy his stuff. He's an English guy, but he does some of the old retro stuff, you know? It's also very good. Electronics Repair School. Electronics Repair School. Yeah, there it is. as you know, I mean, I dabble in the electronics a little bit, and oh wow. Yeah, I'll check him out. I'll check him out as well. I've been repairing TVs. So I had a few TVs that were damaged. So I managed to bring those back to life. And it's incredible, you know? I mean, the TV goes faulty and you know, people just throw them away. I got the TV, and it was a TV that came with me from Thailand. And I repaired the TV for like £10. Ah, ads. Yeah, you wouldn't, yeah. Oh dear. Are you back now? The irony, eh? The irony. No. I was being sarcastic. Batman, he just gifted 5 subs and forgot about himself. Delaney, hello. Hi, how are you? So what was I saying? So I had 2 TVs go faulty. And you know, most people will throw them away, but I'm a cheapskate. No, I'm not a cheapskate, but I know I can probably fix it. So I took them apart, you know, got a hold of the user manual, the service manual, tried to fix it, went through the process, and I managed to fix both TVs for £10. And one is still upstairs in the bedroom. The other one is just sitting, waiting to be used to whoever needs it. But for £10, I fixed 2 TVs. I mean, it just makes no sense. And they were both Samsungs. Yeah. And then I was looking at the price of a new TV, and they are HD TVs, and they were like £400. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to throw these TVs away. Correct. And I'll show you. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Right, where did I put it? There. So there. So this was it. And I don't know if you can see. So this was one of the boards in the TV, yeah? And I replaced this chip here. That was a chip that was faulty. And I got 4 of those chips. I replaced this one. Now I've got a spare board. Yeah? And I mean, seriously, just because that one chip has gone, I'm not throwing the board, I'm not throwing the TV away. That's not happening. And now I've got a spare board. And this is the board that sends a signal to the LED or the screen. It just didn't make any sense. Well, I mean, I have a soldering station, a hot air soldering station, and everything. So yeah, it just doesn't make sense. I just think we've got too much of this throwaway culture, and I am the guy. I'd like to fix stuff, you know. And if I can get the stuff off of AliExpress or whatever, I will do it. I will do it. Right, what do we got? 226 nautical miles to top or drop. But, you know, it's interesting, the whole fault-finding process, you know? Currently fixing an Asus laptop which needed power management chip, which you couldn't find anywhere in Egypt. But one of the donor boards, yeah, exactly. And that is it, right? Build the stock up of the donor board. That is what, you know, that's the important thing. No, I try not to throw anything away, even old routers and stuff. You know, the old routers, I try and keep them because they have components on there that can be used in other stuff, you know? So I've got a bunch of routers that I've just got the motherboards for, because I could, you know, I can check if the chip exists in the board. You know, whether it's capacitors or, you know, voltage regulators, whatever, right? Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes you're desoldering something and then the capacitor flies off, or the capacitor next to what you're desoldering also desolders and flies off the board. You know, how many times has that happened? That's happened to me a lot. But I think one of the hardest things to do is the CPU mount. Yeah, the CPU mount to replace that. That is a different skill, eh? You know, sometimes if the CPU mount, the pins are bent or whatever, and you try and straighten them up, and it's not very successful, or you break it when you're straightening it up, that CPU mount, that can be replaced, but it's very, very specialized. We've been wanting to get a proper BGA rework machine, but they are very expensive. And probably more expensive in Egypt, I would think. Maybe a better idea to get it when you're in Pakistan and then bring it with you. I would think it's probably a little bit cheap, a bit cheaper in Pakistan, I would think. Ah. Are they? They don't look that heavy. That's with the infrared soldering station, right? Yeah, they don't look that heavy. Are they? $184 top of descent. Out with George. Why am I not getting these messages on my... It's very strange. I'm only getting the messages on my YouTube horizontal. I don't understand which one gets priority. Maybe the first one that went live, I think. Lewis Gaming. Sorry, I didn't see these messages, unfortunately. Very strange. But Batman, I think you should stream the repairs. I would definitely watch, for sure. I think you're doing something that's very requires a lot of skill. I think it would make good content. All right. So we'll do our descent briefing shortly. Let me get the old charts up for Mexico City. Mexico City, where are you? There you are. Charts. We're coming in on 5 right. Initial fix is 8,900. Oh, there's Mexico. There's Mexico. All right. Okay, let's do our descent briefing. So we are 8,900 on the initial fix. So 8,900. There we are, 8,900. QNH. Uh, 3033. 30. And the minimums are 7,570. Damn, that's going to take forever. Runway 05, yeah. This barrow setting is going to be forever. Bear with me. 7,570. 1,000, 2,000, 1,200, 1,300, 400, 500. I wonder if I can do it like that. Is it quicker? No, wrong way. Shit. Oh, 2,000. There we go. Takes forever. I wish they had an EFIS panel in here. There you go, 3,000. 4,000 to go. Yeah, it's doing it. 4,000, there we go. 3,000 to go. We've already flown 20 miles while we're doing this. $5,000. $6,000. There we go. Nearly there. 570. Yeah, and that's why I feel the England team is going to struggle. I'm already struggling. Cabin pressure is around 8,000, right? $570. There we go. 570. There we go. All right, so that's set. There's QNH and 7570. Okay. Right, we've done that. We've done our QNH. We're going to do our brakes at 3. And then here in it ref, 142. There we are. And 109.1. So 109.1. 109.1. And the course is 55. There we go. And descent briefing is complete. Okay, we're good. There we go. All right. 112. 110 nautical miles to our top of descent. We can see the Mexican coastline now. We were heading towards a place called Poza Rica. Poza Rica. Never heard of it. Dryson, Sawadee, hi, hello. Thank you for the raid, man. Thank you so much. We're about to start our descent into Mexico City. I'm taking the 3 Lions to the destination of their next match. And, yeah, the altitude is 7,570 feet. That's high. The flying is going good. Yeah. We're looking good. We're in Delta today. We took her from Atlanta and we're heading to Mexico City, where England has their next game. Hopefully not their last game, but Larry, oh, you got Train Sim World 6, did you? Larry, how you doing? Been a while. Is it coming home this year? If it doesn't, I'm going to 3D print it and give it to them. If it isn't coming home, they better not land at Heathrow, I tell you. Yeah, Train Sim World 6. How much was it on the summer sale? Can't be too much. Yeah, Batman is back. Batman is back. Oh, right. Okay, because of the American route. See, Batman is like... Batman was here right from the beginning, really. Back right from the beginning. New Jersey commuter. Okay. Oh, yeah, and you got the Riviera route as well. The south of England, yes. I haven't fired up Train Sim World in a little while. Beginning. What? $84 nautical miles. The Dark Knight rises again. Right. So I don't remember the last time I flew. I don't remember the last time I flew into Mexico City. I mean, I remember when Batman bought a new computer. He put it in the airplane, all assembled, flew it from Pakistan to Egypt, and then it didn't work. I remember that. Right, there's the coastline. What did happen to that motherboard? The CPU pins, right? If I remember correctly, it was the CPU pins. Right, there's our top of descent, 70 miles away. All right, okay. What match is going on right now? I know there's a match on telly. Spain, Austria. Spain 1, Austria 0. 45 minutes have passed. Oh, wow, okay. But there's the coastline. So half time, Spain versus Austria, 1-0. And then the US beat Bosnia 2-0, with the US getting 1 red card. So that means US is playing Belgium next. Sean, the US is playing Belgium. That's going to be a tough one. GPU also died a year ago. No idea why, but the core seems to be dead. So you just keep it as a donor. Yeah, why not? Right, here's our top of descent. 54 nautical miles. And then we are descending into Mexico. Mexico City. The weather looks a bit suspect. I feel I'm going to be hitting some clouds on the arrival. Shit, what's the METAR? Scattered at 8,000 feet. Considering that is the elevation of the airport. Hazy. What? Hazy. What is DSNT? Hazy descent? Maybe? I don't remember all of these codes. Nomad, what does it mean? Okay, presence of haze with distant nimbus clouds which are associated with storms located in the east and southwest. Okay. No, I've already sorted it. Cumulonimbus clouds on the east. All right. Which I'm thinking are those. But we'll see. They shouldn't affect us anyway. They are at a distance. But we're going to be having haze. So we have 6 statute miles visibility, few clouds at a 2,000 feet above ground level, scattered 8,000 feet above ground level, 22 degrees, 3035. Okay, we're all right. $20 nautical miles. Oh, nice song. Okay, 13 nautical miles. Let's do this. Yeah, Fleetwood Mac is, yes, for sure. Charlie, thank you for the subscription. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support, man. Thank you very much. Right, here we go. We're starting our descent into Mexico City. Thank you so much, Charlie. And we're starting our descent. There's no ATC. Did we have ATC? I wish we did have ATC. So that's where we are. Right there. And that's where we're going. Mikey, hello. You got us just as we've just started our descent into Mexico City. There we go. So it's going to be a bit hazy, I think. Oh, I like this song. Mick Fleetwood, eh? What a drummer. What a drummer. Okay, 33,000 feet. 76 nautical miles to the airport as the crow flies. Want to be at flight level 300 at Inaga. Right there. Inaga. Flight level 300, which we will be. Adjust our heading. There we go. 223. Look at the clouds. Here we go. Oh, look at those clouds. Remember, this airport is at 7,500 meters, feet. 7,500 feet. Oh, yeah, 7.3, that's fine. Yeah, that's the 7,300 feet is the altitude of this airport. So I'm assuming it's going to be quite slippery to get the speed down. There we go. All right, we want to be above 27,000 feet by Mike X-Ray 751. We should be good. We should be good. Descent profile is looking okay. Right, what do I need to do with my speed? Okay, 210, 180. Okay. We're going to go real slow as we start doing our approach. $19,500 is a transition transition level. Here we go. Look at those clouds. Looking absolutely lovely. So coming up to there, we want to be above 27, so it's obeying the rule. And then we'll start our descent and a decel there. It'll be interesting. I want to see how it behaves, how StreamFlight behaves at an altitude like this. I've not really tested it. Should work fine, but we'll see. If it doesn't, then I've got a fix to do. Does it recognize the approach? Does it recognize I've landed? That's what yeah, that's a good test for me. I'm sure people have landed at high altitude airports. They would have reported something. I'm seeing a very high uptick in the downloads of StreamFlight, eh? It's like people have now discovered it. Oh, look at it, man. It just looks stunning, doesn't it? My sim does look nice. Don't crash. Right. So there we are, 22,000 feet. What are we going to decel to? Drag required, 230. There we go. Sync our heading. Let's kill the autopilot for a sec. Oh no, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Wow. Descent profile is okay. $18,000 feet. Come on. Oh my gosh. This is going to be one of those, I think. Here we go. Right, let me have a look. We're okay, we're okay. Right. So there's going to be a 4,000 drop there. So from here, 18, we want to be at 14,000 feet. Steep descent. I still got the speed brake up, but there we go. We should be all right. There we are. Oh, a few mountains there to crash into. Right, let's slow this down. There we go. Below 210. And we will go. Okay, it seems to be clear. I'm carrying precious cargo. The England team's on board. I cannot fail. There we go. Now it's going to start descending. Beautiful. Come on, start dropping down. One and 9.10. 109.1. 109.1. And there we got to be 14, flight level 140. And that decel is going to take us to 210. So we're okay. We're okay. Come on now. Oh, I need to go to the loo. Okay, diesel is all right. And our descent is okay. We're still good. Our descent profile is good. Yes, we are. And it's been a nice approach. So far, the clouds have been lovely. We're at 16,000 foot, and the airport's at 7,500 or 7,300 foot. So we don't need to wait for the 10,000, to be honest. We can actually put on our lights now, because I have asked that question to a pilot before, and he says it's up to you, to be honest. So we're going to put on seat belts. There we go. And we're going to go landing lights. So we are fully configured there. Logo can go on. We can go continuous and continuous. And we are good. $15,000 feet. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Right, we'll pass this waypoint and then we start to slow down. I want to be at 180 around there. 170 maybe. Let me have a look. Yeah, 170. There we are. Mexico City is below us. Where's the Azteca? Azteca, where are you? Okay, we're going to go flaps 1. There we go, flaps 1. And we actually can go flaps 2. And let's bring our speed down to the flap 2 mark. Sync our heading. So that's the bad weather there, the storms. Oh, we got rain. I do pick them, don't I? Look at that. There we go. You can see the vapor trail there. Oh no, it's an add-on. It's immersion. Okay, let's go. Flaps 5. Slow down. You know how to play this song on bass guitar? I want to be, what am I at? 11,000. Okay, we are good. We are good. We are good.
Cabin crew must now be seated for landing. Thank you.
Right. Let's do this. Okay, flaps 10. Here we go. Here we go.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
Thank you. It's over there.
2,500.
Okay, we're dropping the gear. We're going to fully configure. Let's drop the gear. There we are. Lovely. We can arm the spoilers. And let's go flaps 15. Start to bring our speed down. Flaps full. I want to be 147. Okay. Localizer established. Mexico City traffic. Delta 585 is inbound for 05 right. We are 7 miles out. Localizer established. Oh, am I going to clear that building? Oh, sorry. Can't see that now. Glide slopes coming in. Look at that thunderstorm right there. And we've got the glide slope. Do we see anything? Is that the airport? That is the airport. Okay, runway in sight. Runway in sight. Okay, I have control.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. 200. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, beautiful. What's up with the other half of the runway? Why? What do you mean? I tell you what, it handles differently at that height. It handled differently. Most pilots do. No, it handles differently, dude. All right. We are good.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened.
Okay. Flaps going up.
At the gate and turned off the seatbelt sign. This will be your one and only indication that it's safe for you to get up and move about the cabin. Please be reminded to use caution when opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during landing. You may now use your mobile phones and other handheld electronic devices while we taxi to the gate. However, your laptop computers and larger electronics must remain stowed.
So we are going to continue across the runway.
Visit delta.com for all your future travel needs, including checking in for a flight and managing your SkyMiles account. If any of you should have questions regarding ground transportation, baggage claim, or any other information, a uniformed Delta agent meeting this flight will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. On behalf of Delta Sky Team, our global partners, and especially your flight crew, we'd like to thank you all for flying with us this evening. We've enjoyed having you on board and look forward to the opportunity to serve you once again. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening.
There we go. Such a polite cabin crew. Hey? So we're going to Bravo. You just like the writer. Yeah, I do. Actually, you're right. I always end up on the left, on the right-hand side, eh? Oh, no wonder. Look at the windsock. I had a tailwind. Shit. Yeah, I had a tailwind. But that's okay. It was a nice approach. Okay, we are going to park up at gate 23. We'll do 23. Select. Is that gate 23? That is. Okay. No. Jetway. We'll do, what's that? No, Viva. There we go. Yeah, I used to, yeah, but there's another guy who's probably better. Captain 4 Kilo November. Sometimes you'll see him in the chat. He does X-Pain a lot more than I do. I think it's a place called Sim Heaven or something. I don't know much about X-Plane 12 anymore, to be honest. That was lovely, though. I enjoyed this arrival. Gotta do Mexico City more. So APU is up. Yes, it is. Okay. You have to download it all again. Why? What happened? Yeah, I've heard good things about X-Plane 12. Don't get me wrong. I know that it is. I do have the demo version installed because I needed to test StreamFlight, because StreamFlight is compatible with X-Plane as well. And so yeah, so I need to have all of the sims available. The only sim I don't have installed is P3D. I do have P3D, but I haven't installed it. So I leave all the testing in P3D to Ian Fisher. Ian Fisher is my P3D Chief Technical Officer, Chief Testing Officer. He's put a lot of time into testing StreamFlight on P3D for me. And it works quite well from what I understand. See, that's the other thing, you know, I mean, Microsoft, it looks good out of the box, right? I mean, X-Plane I thought they were going to come up with, they were going to be able to stream scenery. I thought they were working on something like that, streaming scenery, either from Google Maps or from Bing. I don't know, I thought they were, or they were looking at it. Right, what did I say? Gate 23. There's Air Canada. Yeah, the flight dynamics, from what I understand, X-Plane, the flight dynamics are just far superior. All right. Welcome to Mexico City. Gate 23. Is that Nomad Aviator in the Air Canada 321? All right, here we are. It is nice when they are just waiting there for you, eh? There we go. All right, parking brakes on. Parking brakes on. Go over to APU. There we are. We can switch off all the lights there. And engines 1 and 2. There we go. Ground connections.
Doors for arrival, please. Cross check and all call.
Here we go. Hydraulic pumps can go off and ground power on. There we go. And we can switch off that. Anti-collision off. And we are good.
Double check those seat back pockets in case your sucker's phone, your wallet, reading glasses in there. And if you wouldn't mind just doing us one small act of kindness today, if you take both ends of your seatbelt, just lay them across the seat behind you. It helps us get the plane ready to take another set of passengers right back out and helps them easily find their seatbelt. Thank you and have a wonderful day here.
Okay, there we go. GSX. And request deboarding.
Requested.
There we go.
Mexico traffic, Canada 994, pushing back from gate 26.
Who is that? The voice sounds familiar. No, I don't know who that is. Okay. There we go. All right. That is it for me. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you. A lot of thank yous today. Hey. Charlie, thank you for the subscription. Thank you so much. Dryson, thank you for the raid. Delaney reached the stream streak. Batman, thank you for the gifted and the resub. So yeah, thank you for that, Batman. Thank you to Nomad Aviator. Bloody hell, I almost fell off my chair. Nomad Aviator, 5 gifted subs to the community. Forgot himself. But yeah, thank you for that, Nomad. Shukran, Habibi. Waycrash, thank you for the follow. Ian, thank you for the raid as well. Clark Bar, thank you for the follow. Yeah, that's it. Wow. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I hope you enjoyed that. If you haven't done Mexico City, I do highly recommend it. It looked pretty coming in. So, yeah, go for it. Go for it. All right. So, let's see who's on. We're going to send you over to there. Let's start raid. And we'll go there. Bang. All right. And I will see you all on the next one. All right. In the meantime, you all take care, stay safe, and ma salama. Thank you. Bye-bye.